Hello, konnichiwa.
Aziz goes by Aziz, and he is from Saudi Arabia, and Shu is from Japan. Sabrina is our host mom, and you're all here in Indiana along with me. Hey! All right, so what we want to do today is I want each of you to talk about your experience being a host mom, being an exchange student, what made you decide to do those things. And then hopefully we'll have some comments and questions from people that are either thinking about being a host parent or maybe want to study abroad in another country or come here and study abroad. So with that, Sabrina, I will let you get going. What made you decide to become a host mom?
Well, initially I decided to become a host mom because I wanted my kids to continue speaking a different language. And then I liked it so much that I wanted to get to know people from different countries, learn about those countries, learn about those cultures. And my home is the kind of home that, hi Wendy, where there's always extra kids in it anyway. So why not bring somebody from another country? You know, why not share the hospitality? I'm not going to lie, I kind of hope that at least one of my kids will go on exchange. So I'm hoping somebody else will pay it forward and host as well.
Awesome. And how old are your kids, and how many years have you hosted?
This is our 4th year hosting, and my oldest is going to be 15 in a couple weeks. My middle is 13, and my youngest is 10. And we started hosting when my youngest was 6. And I know lots of people think, oh, you don't have kids in high school, there's no reason to host. That's not true. It's great. I mean, you have bigger brothers and sisters, whereas you may not have those in your own, in your own household. And young kids, they think that siblings come from the airport. It's cool.
Awesome. So you have a house full of boys. You're really the only woman in the house. You have 5 boys ranging from, Aziz, you're the oldest, or Shu? 18?
Yep.
Shu's the oldest, down to 10 to 17, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay, so we'll come back to you in a little bit. Sabrina, let's move on to Aziz. Aziz, tell us all about you, who you are and where you came from, and whatever you want to say about this experience so far.
Okay. So hello, my name is Abdulaziz, as she said. Okay. So I'm 16 years.
Move forward a little bit or stand up, because I try to adjust the. So there you go. Okay, awesome.
So I'm 16 years old. I have traveled to Japan and South Korea before, and I like to explore other countries and see how they live, the way they live, and what's their daily life. I mean, how is it different from Saudi Arabia? How is other countries are different? And then when I looked up the YES program, I loved it. So because we go to America and learn about other cultures and live with an American family and have the full experience. And how do they live their daily life is, what they do with their life and stuff. So
no pork.
No pork.
Or no, I mean lots of pork.
Lots of pork. Yeah, pork tastes good. Never tried it. I didn't try it. Anyways, so when I came here, I really loved it with Sabrina. They really welcomed me, and then I had really good experience living with them as an American family. And yeah. Cool.
We will come back to you with some more questions in a second. And Shu, you go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Shu. I'm from Japan. And then the reason why I decided to go to America is I was interested in a different culture, and I wanted to live with American family. And then I'm having fun with them now. And then I have experienced many things that I cannot experience in Japan. And then I hung out with American friends, and then yeah, it is going well. I mean, I expected that I would have more trouble here, but yeah, like, I was worried about living like in America, but actually, like my host family is awesome, and I love my family.
They are awesome.
So yeah.
Awesome. What
Love
makes
it.
We're paying for compliments.
What makes them so great? What makes your host family so great?
I mean, they're so flexible with everything, and they understand that we come from different country, different culture. There's things that we might do differently, and they don't get mad about it. They just understand it. And as you know, she has 3 boys, so she kind of know how to deal with boys.
I know how to stay kind of sane.
I don't know how you do it, Sabrina. I have 2 boys and a little girl. I don't know how to do it. And Sabrina, what would you say about what makes these guys so great? These particular 2 exchange students. What makes them so great?
Well, they are extremely flexible. I mean, my 10-year-old can come over and jump on top of Shu or Aziz, and they can laugh it off. You know, that's a very wonderful quality to have in a student, because if you are not flexible and willing to deal with different lifestyles, perhaps siblings for that matter, it can make living with each other very difficult. So, yeah, they have a great sense of humor. They're willing to deal with lots of bacon and joking about it, and you know.
So okay, so last week, I don't know how many people that are watching this one saw Zane's video last week. We did talk about him being Muslim. They don't eat pork, and Aziz as well, no pork. So
pork is everything here.
Right. So, oh my gosh, a host family often will say we eat a lot of pork. We put bacon in our green beans, and we have bacon every morning. So, what are we going to do with Aziz who doesn't eat pork? What can we do? How can we get around that?
You can cook turkey bacon if you're willing. I have made breakfast gravy with turkey sausage. Now, if you ask my husband, he will say that it's inferior. So, but I'm pretty flexible. I don't care whether I make a little bit extra that's different. But, I mean, some people would care, but I don't mind it. It's not a big deal. And, you know, there are lots of families that have picky kids. So if they're willing to deal with their own picky kids, you know, it's not any different. And I have a son who won't eat vegetables. You know, he doesn't like, if you make a macaroni casserole, if it's got peppers in it or onions, he's not going to eat it. So it's not really, for me, it's not really any different. I don't mind. So, you know.
So what I'm hearing from you are things that I have talked to families about. And I would love to hear, Aziz and Shu, your input as well. So, with a family that's considering hosting, the diet is not necessarily an issue. There are ways to get around it, and as coordinators, because Sabrina is also a coordinator, which we're not going to emphasize on this video, but she is also a coordinator. So we get a lot of these kind of questions. So with the diet, that's not a reason not to host. There's a way to get around it, and your local community coordinator can help you with that. What other kind of obstacles do you think there are to hosting? You know, maybe somebody says they have boys that are so busy, a husband that is, you know, that works a lot. They're a single parent. Like, how do you get around those kinds of concerns?
Well, I think it depends on the family. You know, I think that you can have a single mom be a host family as long as you are willing to put forth some effort into being with that student. You know, obviously, if you're never home, that's probably not the most, you know, the best environment. But if you are home and the only problem is that you're a single parent, that's nothing bad. I mean, my husband works lots of hours, and sometimes, I mean, he's not home yet, and sometimes he works on weekends, and it's the same kind of flexibility that you would do with your own children. It's not really any different. So I would say don't look at it as an obstacle. Just look at it as a different family situation.
Awesome. Okay, so we'll pause on the discussion about host family stuff for now. Let's go to Aziz and Shu. What has been the biggest surprise? Something that maybe you were expecting to experience here that you haven't, or something that you just had no idea?
Okay, good. That's a good one.
The chocolate milk is really good.
Yeah, I love it.
They're addicted. They will ride their bikes to go buy it.
We're really addicted to chocolate milk.
Both of you?
Yeah, we ride our bikes to Walmart to get chocolate milk,
Especially me.
Now, wait a second. Is that before or after the trip to the candy store?
Oh, no. After.
Yeah. After. Okay, so you fill up on the candy and then you pick up some chocolate milk on your way home.
Yep.
So you don't have chocolate milk in Saudi Arabia or Japan, or just totally?
They do have chocolate milk. I just like the one here better than the one we have.
Okay.
Got
What?
sugar.
Yep.
Anything else for you, Shu? Or Aziz? Anything else?
Anything you got to experience? Or just totally something could happen, or anything weird?
Oh, I have experienced an American funeral, which is so that was a good experience. I mean, it's not every like year you get experience like a funeral in a different culture, different country. I mean, I learned how they do it in here, so that's one thing.
It's different than the funeral.
What did you say?
A funeral here, and the whole process of a loved one leaving the service is different than.
We didn't hear the last part of that. We
can't hear you.
Yeah.
We cannot hear you. We cannot hear you.
Let's see. Going on? I'm turning you up, but I don't think that's going to make a difference. What?
She disappeared.
What? Yep. We see you, but we don't hear you yet.
We don't hear you.
No words.
We don't hear you.
She's like, what?
No, we don't hear you.
Still don't hear you.
We still don't hear you.
Still can't hear you. Can you hear us? Can you hear us? Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Okay, I will read your...
Right.
Can you type it? Will we see it? Yeah.
You can type to me.
Because I think Shu wanted to answer your question.
Yeah.
What was the question?
Experiences that
Christmas.
you... Oh, yeah. Okay, Shu wants to talk about Christmas.
Okay.
Okay.
So
get in front of the camera.
So Christmas was so much fun, and then like in Japan we had like fake tree, and then I have never had a real tree, and then like last year I went to get real tree with my family. It was a nice experience, and then I got many presents from my parents and Santa Claus, so that was so much fun.
And Santa came to our house too.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
It was my first time celebrating Christmas. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was really.
Hey,
fun.
You could send Aziz a text, and we can answer the questions. So if you have your phone, okay.
Maybe you should
See, flexibility. This is a good quality in both exchange students and host families. Eric. Did you just say you like a girl?
Oh, no. He knows the girl. I took a picture.
No, that's Eric.
There, right there. Okay. We've got you pulled up. So now you can text him a question.
Hi. No, I'm going to try to.
I can't see anything on it. Type. Okay. Write something and we'll answer.
She sent my text.
Okay.
Or it's her Arabic.
Oh yeah.
Don't do it in Arabic.
It's hello. Read the comments and
Resources.
What? Respond.
Can you voice text?
She said read the comments and resources then. Oh.
Okay.
Read the comments and respond.
Okay. What?
Which comment?
Hey.
It's hey.
Oh, okay. Oh, cool. Okay. I can't do that.
Oh, Lota's on.
Lota.
Aziz,
Lota.
have a candy store around.
We love Lota. She's awesome.
Yeah, always. Hey, Lota. Okay.
And hello,
Can you
Wendy.
hear me? I hear you. Thank you, Lota. We'll keep going. Aziz, Shu, and Sabrina read through the comments and respond until here.
Tell me more.
That's my favorite holiday, Christmas. Tell me more, lol.
Hey back.
Hey back.
She was not here.
Hey, Lota.
Okay, so.
Okay.
Nope. Okay.
Hey, guys.
Okay. Now.
Where she's texting something to you?
Yeah.
No.
No. Oh.
Wait.
Read the comments.
We are reading the comments. We are.
What is one thing that you have not experienced that you want to still experience?
I mean,
American Girlfriend.
oh no. What was it? Kings Island. Kings Island.
A roller coaster theme park.
Theme park. We're going on May, maybe.
Hopefully. Yeah.
Hopefully on May.
Do you know the exact name?
No, not yet.
Oh.
What about you, Shu? What do you want to experience?
Get
over here in the camera.
American marriage.
American marriage.
Wedding.
Oh yeah.
What's the comment? What do I want?
Say wedding.
Yeah. I want to join American wedding. So I hope someone get married soon.
Nobody in our family will get married before they go home.
Dang it.
Message.
Oh, see what it says.
It's a news. Wait.
Wait, I heard both of them.
Yeah, she's recording now, maybe.
No,
Yeah.
she is.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, we're on live, so if anyone in the Midwest within a driving distance of central Indiana that will be getting married, please let us know. An exchange student.
We will love to join.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
They want to be wedding crashers.
What is that?
It's when you go to a wedding just to eat the food.
That will be fun. That will be fun too.
Keep talking?
Keep talking.
Okay. Okay, what can we talk about? We could talk about American toilets. We clogged a toilet and it overflowed into the kitchen light fixture into the basement. It's totally okay because like my kids would do it. My kids would do it too. It's okay, Shu, but you know. But yeah, it was a new experience.
A really good one.
Yeah. It was just there were 3 flushes in a row and it overflowed. So
Yeah, I have not pooped since then.
Did you hear that, Aaron? Shu said he has not pooped since then. They also got poopery for Christmas.
Yeah, poopery.
That's pretty American. Yeah. Let's
How are
see.
the restaurant facilities different?
How are the restaurant facilities different? Oh, tipping, right? Tipping is different here than it is in
Japanese toilets also.
Restroom.
restroom facilities.
No, restroom.
Oh, well, Shu doesn't in his house, but in Japan they have toilets that spray and wash your butt.
It's
And
warm.
dry it.
Oh, yeah.
And the round area where you sit, it's kind of like warm for your butt.
Yeah.
So
Fancy. Unlike Midwest Indiana.
makes your butt warm.
Yeah. Yeah. Any other questions?
And the most different thing I noticed is about like how they have tippings in here, and you how you have to
Oh,
tip
tip.
them in
Restaurant?
restaurants. So yeah, we don't have that in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, so you have to give a tip when you eat at a restaurant and
Yeah.
not.
And how
in
is
Saudi
that
Arabia.
like the prices and you see in the like in stores? How is it different from when you check out? Like with tax, they add tax.
Oh, you don't? Do you have?
No,
They don't have tax when you're at a grocery store or anything.
so
Really?
yeah, that's kind of different.
Hmm. Oh, she's gonna do another question.
Who's?
I know they had a really good time at homecoming.
Oh, here I have a question for both exchange students. What sports have they tried since they got here?
Sport.
They signed up for a gym membership.
Gym membership. That's what
And I was on dance team,
dance team.
and
Yes.
then I was in drum line.
Indoor drumline.
Yeah. that was
Not really a sport, but
Yeah.
it was very physically active because he had to carry a bass drum around and march.
Mhm.
So,
Would you have been able to do that in Japan? Or is that something that's pretty American?
Yeah, it's American thing. Like most of schools don't have marching band and indoor drum line, so
Marching band, yeah.
I remember.
And he made friends in different schools through the drum line.
Mhm.
So being able to meet other people.
oh, that's awesome.
And Lota, who is on here as well, who has been watching live, she was in Winter Guard, which is also very American. It's supposed to be international, but I think Canada is the only other country that does like drum corps international type stuff.
So Lota says I did volleyball, winter guard, and I'm enrolled in tennis.
Yes.
And soccer.
What? Say what?
That's a lot. I don't know.
We have another exchange friend hanging out with us too, if you want to say hello to her. She's Anna from Austria.
Come here.
Hi.
What did you not expect before you came here?
US. Okay. The host families.
She was surprised by host families.
Yeah. Now I'm at my third host family,
Tell us about your experience and your favorite.
but
The third time's a charm.
like the first two host families were like I had no good experience at the beginning of my exchange year, but now I live with a really good host family and I get along with them, so it changed like from a real bad situation to a really good one.
Oh, that's a good idea, Aaron, to talk like this.
But you need to mute me.
Oh.
You don't. You don't want to mute me.
No, you mute me. Oh no, it doesn't work.
No, you can't hear me.
Yeah.
How do we do this?
Put it up to your ear so it's not speaker. Yeah. Is that better?
Yeah.
No, but I still can't hear myself through her.
You'll be okay.
Okay.
Flexibility.
True. Hey Anna.
Hi.
What's the best experience for you so far?
You
Rascals.
Maybe the Mexican food, because in Austria it's not really common. Like, we don't have Mexican restaurants. And I try here, oh my god, I love Mexican food. No, Taco Bell is not a real Mexican food restaurant. It's not a...
It's American Mexican.
Daniel from Mexico loves Taco Bell.
Really?
Really?
Oh,
it's really good.
It's different, but he likes it.
It's really good.
I know of Mexico.
Sorry, what? So you like
Mexican. I like Mexican food. Like Taco Bell, it's okay, but it's like more like a fake restaurant Taco Bell.
It's not. What's Cara? Hey, what?
Carla is here.
Carla's watching.
Carla!
Carla!
Hey, Carla. It's here.
Carla's from France.
Carla. From France is here.
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
C'est la vie.
C'est la vie. Fromage. What did you say? You guys are crazy.
We are crazy. What did she say?
So, what will you tell about your? What will you tell about America?
We can hear you now. We can hear you.
You can hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you now.
What do you like? What will you tell about? Like, what would you, to your friends?
Oh,
Like what? Like your
my friends.
in Austria.
At the beginning, I thought the culture would be like the same, but I came here and people were like completely different. And here, I love to hang out with exchange students because like we sort of have the same story. We came to another country. Like, my English wasn't that good at the beginning, and with our family, another continent, like thousands of miles away, and I talk with them, and then I have like problems with host family, and so many people could help me here.
Awesome.
So it's like really good, like to have exchange student around you, because at the beginning I was in Connersville, and there was like one other exchange student, and I hadn't that much contact with him. And
So she likes being in a group of exchange students.
Yeah.
Because we're all in the same situation. They all can understand and be cool.
Yeah.
What about you two? What would you tell your friends back home about America?
John Jesper Graham. America's the best.
Aziz wants to come and stay in Franklin and go to school next year on a different visa.
really,
At Franklin College?
No.
I still have 1 year to go.
Yeah. So he's looking into getting an F1 visa and either staying at the same school or maybe going to a private school.
Awesome. And staying with Sabrina?
What did you say?
staying with
Are you staying with us?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I haven't talked to them yet.
You're putting us on the spot, Aaron.
And what about you, Shu? What would you tell people in Japan that maybe don't know much about Americans, or maybe don't have a negative perception of Americans?
Okay. So before I came here, like I thought American people are more friendly than Japanese people. Japanese people are so shy, and Japanese people don't talk to strangers. And then actually I came here, and then American people are so friendly, and then I like American people and talk to American friends. So I'm gonna tell my friends, like, you guys should go to America, and then you should experience American culture. Yeah.
It helps that we like sushi.
Yeah.
And have a really good sushi place close by.
Awesome. Brought up homecoming. You wanted to mention when we couldn't talk. You guys brought up homecoming. What was the homecoming experience like?
What was the best thing ever?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why?
I done.
Yeah.
whole time.
Yeah.
Okay. We're looking forward to go to prom too.
You have a date?
No.
Friends?
You should bring over your Dick's Last Resort picture. They went to a restaurant that specializes in being rude to its customers. I think that's pretty American too. It's really funny.
Where is that?
Huh?
Where was that?
Dick's Last Resort in Indianapolis.
Oh, fun.
There's one in Chicago too. It's what is it called? Ed DeBevick's, and the waiters are all rude to you, and they're very sarcastic, and it's on purpose just to be funny.
Wow.
And if you pay cash, you don't get change. They keep the change.
As a tip.
Yeah. So you have to think ahead.
Well,
So you can get your New Jersey experience.
Did they do the same thing?
She was bringing the hat that they made him at the restaurant.
oh,
Says, this is my date, and it's and this one says, oh, this is inappropriate.
I don't think we can do that one here.
It's inappropriate.
Yeah,
That's fun. All right, kids are watching, I know.
well, we're talking to a lot of teenagers, so I guess they're cool with it.
But that's the whole point. I mean, would you have had a restaurant like that in Japan?
No.
Or
It was really.
Oh, that's rude, actually.
I mean, it's really. I really enjoyed it because like it's a different experience, something new, something we don't have. I mean, it was really fun.
And you just have to look at it like it's not supposed to be rude. It's supposed to be funny.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Look at the positive side of it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Or inappropriate, whichever way you want to look at it.
Well, okay, so we're coming up on 6 o'clock, so we've been live, I don't know, half an hour or so. What would you guys say to a family that is thinking about hosting but isn't sure, is kind of on the fence, has never even maybe thought about hosting before? What would you tell them?
Host and exchange students.
But why?
Because we're awesome. I mean, why should people, or why should family host exchange students?
Was that like
what would you tell?
I mean,
what would you tell a family that maybe was afraid to host and had never hosted before? What would you tell them to explain why it's good?
It's like to learn about different cultures and then learn a new language from a person who like know that language since they were like one. And what else?
That you can have so many different experiences and you didn't expect that. I came to a host family, they were like, oh my god, you did that. And I'm like, for example, in Austria, we open the window every day. Here in the US, nobody opens the window. And my first host family was like shocked that I did that. We're like, oh my god, you opened the window. And we were like, have air conditioning. In Austria, we don't have in our houses air conditioning at all. We don't have that.
It's just a different perspective on ways of life.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
And as scared as a host family might be to take a stranger in, the students are just as scared because they're going to a stranger's house. They don't know.
Yeah.
They don't know.
Different country, different family.
And maybe lots of people in your family, so you have to get to know and adapt to lots of people versus you're getting one kid. It can be, it's scary all the way around, but you just have to trust that there's going to be an opportunity for growth and, education and a good relationship that hopefully will last for a very long time.
Lifetime. Some of my students from prior years have come back to college here. Some have come back to visit their families. Some families have gone overseas to visit their student and their families back home. So yeah,
I'm still saving money to go visit students.
me too. Well, guys, is there anything else that you want to share that you feel like you didn't get a chance to talk about to your friends? Because I tagged you guys in this video, so hopefully, you know, your friends and family back home will be able to see this. So is there something you'd like to share with them or say to them or people here?
Nothing.
He said nothing.
Please. Nothing. You get nothing?
Time every day because I love to sleep.
Me too.
Sleepy
Sleeping is
boys.
fun.
Yeah. I'm just teasing them.
What about you, Shu? Do you have anything?
Okay, so like when I come back to Japan, I would like to host for exchange student.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Our organization, Sabrina, the one that Sabrina and I work with, we actually can help American students to study abroad. So we could send a student to Shu's family to be hosted. That would be awesome.
I don't.
Cool. And Anna, do you have? It's Anna or Anna?
Anna.
Anna. Okay. Anything else you would like to say or add?
One thing, I love the high school here in the U.S. I love to go here to school because I don't know if I'm the only exchange student, but I have like really easy classes. So it's just like getting A's and B's the whole time for nothing.
Hey.
When you go back home, are you going to have to repeat the grade, or are you going to move forward?
I don't have to repeat my sophomore year.
Good. Will the other two of you not have to either, right?
No,
You have to.
He does.
he does.
If we get validated, will they take your grades? Like if we get a stamp from the school that says, yes, I attended it, no, they won't do it either. Oh!
Japanese schools are like 10, 20
Man!
Maybe
Well,
we
we'll
got.
come back to the U.S. to visit. Will you guys all be back to the U.S. to visit sometime in the future? Do you want to? I know Aziz says he wants to come back to high school maybe next year or the year after.
High school, I'm fit again. I just love America.
Same.
One thing I don't know yet, but my family from Austria will come to the U.S. at the end. I will stay here for 2 weeks, like in New York and Florida,
Cool.
to show them the U.S. and all stuff.
Cool.
Carla says, same for France, Shu, so you're not alone, but she already graduated. Oh. And Lotus says she's sorry that you have to repeat the grade. And I
From
think
France. Carla's nickname is from France.
Yeah, because of my kids. Like I said, flexibility.
Okay, well, if there's nothing else, Sabrina, would you like to add anything as a host mom or as a coordinator before we wrap this up?
I love learning new recipes. I really like hosting students because, well, you get to learn how to cook different foods from different countries. Yeah, and sometimes your kitchen smells like it's going to catch on fire and spatulas are melted, but it's usually something that you'll never forget. And, it's a lot of fun. I think.
The best coordinator. I told you, Sabrina's the best coordinator ever.
Cara said yes.
She's the best coordinator, best host mom, and best mom.
I think communication is the most important over everything because the more you talk to anybody, the better you get to know them, and so if you want to have a good experience, you have to talk and you have to share And I mean, that's really what it's all about, you know, sharing yourself as a person to somebody else, and then they're no longer a stranger, they are a friend and their family. So I actually got a picture from one of our first exchange students over Thanksgiving. She took a picture of her family in a line at the table. They were having an American Thanksgiving in Norway. And she sent it to me, and it was really nice because I was like, oh my gosh, it's Thanksgiving, and they're sending it to me, and they don't celebrate Thanksgiving in Norway, but she wanted to, so. And you also have to learn really cool names for foods, like that might sound inappropriate, but it's an actual food name. Like, I'm not going to say the name of Norwegian meatballs, but it sounds really dirty, and it's funny. So.
Fun. So your best tip for people that are starting hosting or even being a student, your best advice is communication, talking.
Communication and being willing to be flexible. I mean, because if a student comes here and thinks that their culture is the only culture, then nothing is going to work right for them. And if a host family, you know, opens their home and expects a student to be a specific way, and maybe that student is a little bit different than that, then it's going to be hard. But if you can just realize that we're all in this together, you know, communicate and share any concern you might have with each other, then, I mean, most of the time we're good people. You know, it's easy to fix something if you talk about it, but if you don't, then things can be, you know, weird. So yes, communication is important. I mean, just like it is in your own family. So.
No way.
Okay, guys, I appreciate all of your time. Thank you for joining me. For those of you watching, yep, shout out Aziz from Saudi Arabia, Japan, and Austria.
Yeah.
Shout out to Sabrina, host mom and community coordinator with PAX Academic Exchange, along with myself. And if you missed the video, you're just catching the tail end, visit connectingourworld.net to more, to see previous videos, and to show your interest in either becoming an exchange student, becoming a host family, or even being a coordinator in your area. We definitely are looking for coordinators nationwide. Thank you all for joining us, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
Wait.
Oh,
okay, wait. 1, 2, 3.
No.
This is why it's fun to host.
Yay! See you guys. Mwah.
Mwah.